Today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to make this crazy thumbnail. Now, the first thing, as always, we're gonna go to new file and we're gonna create a 1920 by 1080p. What we're gonna do after is bring our pictures over. I have my pictures right over here, the ones that I'm going to be using. For this one, we're just gonna be using one person. However, we could use all three, but we're just gonna use one person for this one. So we're gonna choose, we have 4 different pictures that we can choose from. We can just probably go with this one right here. There we go. We're just gonna hit download and we're gonna download our picture. So honestly, when it comes to this, I really want to have the cars that people know the most. For example, this Hellcat over here, I know people are gonna want to watch it because it's a Hellcat, right? Then we have this over here again, a different type of angle. But if I'm being honest, I think I really like this one over here. So it's either this one or this one. I think we're gonna use this one. There we go. We're gonna hit download. We're gonna bring them over to Photoshop. So we have these 2 pictures right here. There we go, just like that. Go over here and make this one a little bigger. And there's 2 different ways to cut out the person, and I always go whichever one works out for me the best. For this one, we're gonna go over here to the side. We're gonna go to the quick selection tool. Then we're gonna hit select subject, and as you can see, I already did a pretty good job. So we're just gonna go over it just like that. Hit Command J, Control J for using Windows, and then we have a pretty good cutout. We can see these little things right here that are still coming out. So we're just gonna use the eraser tool, which is over here, or you can hit E on your keyboard, and then we're gonna go just clean this up a little bit. There we go, just like that. Now that we have that, we're just gonna fix the cars to where we can see all 3 cars. Something like that looks pretty good. And we can move this picture right here too if we have to. Let me just crop this out. There we go. We can make the cars a little bigger, move them up if we have to. It is okay if this one doesn't show all the way. Then what we're gonna do is cut out the cars. There we go. Now the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add grass. So in order to add grass, there's 2 different ways. Like I said before, you can use AI in Photoshop, or you can go in Google and search up grass. So we're gonna try to use AI for this time and see how it works. It might do a good job, it might not do a good job. I can't really promise anything. So we're just gonna go over here. Well, I use this tool right here, my bad. We use this tool right here on the side. I just kind of like a little square. Then I just selected the area. Then we're gonna go to generative fill, and we're gonna put grass. So as you can see, this did a pretty bad job. Honestly, I wouldn't use this because it looks really bad. Like I said, there's different type of things that you can use, but honestly, I don't really like this one. We're gonna search up grass. You're gonna search up grass, and it's gonna show you different multiple types of pictures of grass that you can use. To be honest, I really like this one the most. I think this is the one that I use a lot, or this one, or we can use this one too. So we can use this one, and then we can bring it over just like that. There we go. Right, something like that will be good. Now you do want to bring the background on top of it, and you're gonna grab the eraser tool, bring the hardness all the way down, and you're slowly gonna erase it, because you don't want to erase the shadow of the car, just to make it more realistic. Just like that. We're gonna bring it a little bit smaller. Just gotta be careful with the shadow. You don't erase it too much. Something like that. There we go. Now we're gonna get rid of this background. We're gonna cut our picture. That, so as you can see, it's already coming along pretty good. Now the next thing we're gonna do is add the blue sky. So just like always, we go to Google, search up blue sky, and that's it. And then we're probably gonna use, I like this one a lot. I've been using this one a lot recently. I used to use this one, but I just feel like there's too much going on in the sky, so just gonna stick with the one that I've been using lately, which is this one. Still looks pretty plain to me. You can add a little wall in the back and some trees, which is pretty easy. It's nothing crazy. Like I said, we always go back to Google and we go and search up trees PNG, and then I use the first one that comes up, which is this one. Then you're just gonna place it somewhere, kind of to make like a little scenery in the back, and then we're just gonna erase this because we don't want the watermark to be in the thumbnail. So Something like that's pretty cool. We can add another one, small one, all the way into the back. Something like that. There we go. Search up like a wall or something. I like this. It's pretty cool. So we can use this. We can make it smaller. Just make sure it does kind of like goes behind the car. So we're just gonna grab this tool right here. Once again, the quick selection tool. I'm just gonna like, my bad. Just gonna go back here and then we're gonna select the balloon just like that. Then we're gonna hit Command J and then Command U, colorize, go all the way, red. And there we go. Now that's look kind of weird, so we're just gonna fix it a little bit. There we go. Same thing with the other two. Command J, colorize, just like that. Command J, Command U. And then boom, now you have the balloons red. It does show a little bit more. I know it might be a little problem over here because the car is yellow. I mean the car is orange, but that's cool. And as you guys can see, we still have some of the back right here, some of the old ones. So we can just go back here with the pencil, select it, and there we go. We're gonna hit make selection, Command J, Control U, colorize, and there we have it. Now we looks more realistic. If you want, you can change the color of the car. I'm not gonna get into this tutorial because it is gonna be very long if I do that. It's probably gonna take me like 5 to 10 minutes to just cut out. But basically all you want to do is, I'm gonna show like a small example, right? So you're gonna grab the pen tool, which is this one. You're gonna select all the windows and the small details basically. So things like this. So let's say we did the window, right? Let me go back real quick. We're just gonna carefully go right here, just like that. Then we're gonna hit make selection and Command J. Then once you've cut out all that, so for example, you're gonna have to cut out this right here, all the black parts in the car. You're gonna have to cut out just to leave only the white parts, because that was the only thing you're going to change the color, right? So once you have done that, and make sure you do cut out only the car that you're going to change the color. So like I said, hit P on the keyboard and just select the car that you're going to cut out. So for example, if I'm using this one, I'm just going to cut out this car, right? Then I'm going to change the color. Once I've cut out all the windows, all this, all that, this right here, that right there, that little black thing right here, the tires, the Hellcat logo, the light right there. Once I've cut all that out, so obviously this is kind of like the final result of the thumbnail and what it would look like if it was already done. So obviously I'm gonna show you guys all the rest of the thumbnail, but if I was to change the color, this is basically what it would look like. You're gonna have to cut out this, and that. We're gonna add the arrows on top, which we're just gonna search them up on Google once again. So we're just gonna put arrow PNG images, and there's one that I like to use a lot because I think it looks pretty cool, if I can find it. So let's see, it's this one right here. Command, so we're just gonna copy the image. We're just gonna go over here. We're gonna go, now you are gonna have to kind of like play around with the point of view, meaning like, so you're gonna have to change the point of view kind of to make it look 3D. So you're gonna go to edit, transform, and we're gonna go to either skew or distort. I like to use distort just because it gives me like more, I can play around with this a little bit more. So just like that. Then we're gonna go over here, stroke. We can add a white stroke right there. Then we're gonna drop a shadow. Okay, drop shadow, just like that. Then we're gonna make it smaller to where it fits this car. Let me fix it real quick. So this is pretty much it, how it will look like. It's a very simple thumbnail style that you can do by yourself.